Back again talking about Kala. Very excited, even more excited than I was the first video. As you can hear, I've got my miners on in the background. That's why you hear this background noise. I want to prove to you that I'm actually mining Kala. So I'm just going to take a quick second, turn them off, get back to the video. Okay, now that you can hear me, let's talk about Kala. So, as you can see from the screen here, I'm here to kind of reiterate and touch base on some of the things that I talked about last video. If you didn't watch it, it's on my YouTube channel. It's called Let's Reorder the Books. Okay, so I just want to talk about two things today. One, how thin this order book still is, how well they've been doing as far as volume is concerned for a newly uplisted coin, because it's almost record-breaking. It's kind of crazy. And two, what I think is going to happen with Kala. So first things first, let's talk about reordering the book. So as I mentioned in that first video, the only way you can get Kala prior to the uplisting at Probit was to actually mine it or to purchase it via the ICO or through Nui International. That's it. There's no other way to get it. So I say that because there's no other place, there's no other people selling Kala. The people that are selling Kala is us, you and I. The people that are holding the bags, that purchased it before, the people that are mining it, those are the people that are holding it. And so therefore we can control this market. In the very beginning of Bitcoin, the people that mined it first, that gathered it first, accumulated it first, they're the ones that was able to dictate the price point to the buyers. You know, I always tell people, buyers can't buy what a seller's not selling, right? So if a seller's selling something, they get to set the price. They get to set the market value. The buyer has to come up to that. And typically what happens is they meet in the middle somewhere, right? And so in the case of Kala, I just think this meet in the middle point for people that are trying to dump is way too low. You guys, where you're sacrificing, because whatever you're selling now, I promise you're going to regret down the line. It's just, I foresee it increasing in value, and I'll tell you why. But first thing first, I want to talk about what this order book means. So the order book is the orders that have been executed either on the buy or sell side. The red is the sell, the green is the buy. So the last price on Kala on May 14th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, it last sold for 0.00149. Okay, so somebody sold it for 0.00149. And so there's the amount of Kala that's in here are in each order line itself. Those are the amounts of Kala that we need to move in order to uplist. So the idea or concept that I'm trying to promote is telling every miner, every holder of Kala to change their sell order. So you can actually zoom out in this order book to see how far it goes up and how far it goes down. So if we zoom out to the sell side, you can start to see people are realizing they're setting up these sell walls. Not as high as I'd like. I can imagine readjusting all of these sell orders to be where it should be, right? 0.02. So let's talk about where it should be. I'm a miner. I also bought during the ICO. I bought it with a perceived value of 2 cents. That's what, based on everything the company was showing us and what the utility behind the blockchain has, perceived value is 2 cents. That's where I was mining it. However, market started to increase. What do I mean by market? People started to realize, okay, this company is legit. The parent company is publicly traded. The company is based in the United States, right? So it survived a bear market, which is huge in my book, right? They're still around. Most companies that were a fly-by-night or wanted to just do kind of like a pump and dump, they would have been gone and come to this past bear market, because it was just so volatile, it was so vicious, it was just bad news, and a lot of companies did go under. But Kala, Nui, Symmetry, Applegate, they're still here. They're still here. So my perceived value is at 2 cents. But let's continue to order this book out. I mean, look at where some of these orders are, guys. Right? Look at where some people have a perceived value of $1 and higher. You know, and I love those guys for that. I want everybody to move their sell orders up. Right? Because this has to be filled. If it's put in the order book, it's got to fill, and that's what's happening. No matter how high the price is or how low the price is, that order has to be filled one way or the other. So if we have a group of people that are selling it at a very high price where it should be, and a group of people that say, I just want my money back, or I'll take whatever cash I can get, they're selling it down here. and every one of those orders has to be filled. So if we just work together and we help the people that are selling it at a much subpar price, as I've been calling it, because this is the value for this coin and company is a lot higher than 0.00149. It just is. I mean, if you look at everything from management to use case to even the actual blockchain, they own technology, guys. They have the actual assets behind it. That's what we have to start looking at. We can move this price point up, and it's so thin. I mean, for a newly uplisted coin, this thing has been averaging around 24 to 25 million kala per day, every 24 hours, which is around $36,000 to $40,000, depending on where it's been sold at. That's a tremendous amount of volume, right? And then look at it. Look at the other aspect, the amount of wallets that get created. If you wanted to learn where adaptation is, look at where the wallets are being created. If you look at Bitcoin in the last year, where we're coming out of the bear and into a bull market, you'll notice that Coinbase projects, and they tell folks how many new wallets were created. So we have wallets that are being Kala wallets that are being created, right? We have markets that are being exposed to what this Kala coin can actually do. And listen, I'm not wearing rose-colored glasses. I'm telling you guys that most ICOs or coins that get to public usually dump. And I'm not saying this is any different. What I am saying is that the actual value of the company, of what they're trying to achieve, is a lot higher than some of these other companies that are out. And there's a lot of them out there. There's like 6,500 different altcoins, right? Kala is actually serving a purpose. It actually has a use case. There's usability behind it. So I'm very, very excited about it. I'm excited about what's coming down the line. I definitely want to see a new and updated white paper on how the coin actually functions and what the total float is. But I'm telling you guys, even without all that stuff, even without all that information, it is certainly valued a lot higher than what it's currently at. So for me, I've been buying, like I said, it's currently in a trading competition. I'm in number 8. I've been slacking and sliding. I've been really, really busy, so I'm going to get back in there. But you could see it's being traded. People are buying it, and they have to buy it from somebody that's selling it. So I'm just putting it out there, guys. Don't sell yourself short. The amount of Kala that you're selling at the subpar prices, in my eyes, is kind of crazy, but I'm just telling you, you're throwing money out the window, because the value for this particular coin is a lot higher. So I'll do my best to keep you guys updated. I found some amazing stuff, even looking at the companies that the parent company Applegate has acquired. DocLock. This is a great find. Let's see if I type this in right. It talks about. So check this out, guys. This is what I discovered. This what makes me super, super excited. It's terms and conditions. Terms and conditions, they talk about in software currency and goods, right? Virtual currency, right? Guys, Applegate owns DocLock. They also own Kala. Are they just putting the pieces together here, guys? That's all I'm trying to do. I'm very bullish on this coin, and I hope to show you why, and I hope to see that you become bullish on it as well. We can move this thing back to where it should be. Bravo to all my guys. These are my peeps right here. 20 cents, 10 cents, right? These are all the selling walls that I'm talking about. We just have to work together to not sell them so low, right? Let's bring these prices up. So that's all I'm saying, guys. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them in the chat. And again, happy hunting, happy coins, and we'll talk soon.